Happy Monday! Welcome back to Drinking by Myself. My name is Emma and this is Ellen Barrow of Ellen Barrow Music.
Hi!
You may have heard her because whenever I play music in my videos and people comment being like, that music's so pretty.
Do they do that?
Yeah, I get comments
Shut your
being
mouth.
like, oh my god, I love the vibe of this music.
Oh
so
my
chill.
gosh, shut up.
It's Ellen Barrow. She sings.
It's a great replacement for Taylor Swift because you can't afford the royalties.
Exactly.
Whee.
So I will link to her Spotify below.
Oh, thank you so much.
Anyway, this is Ellen. Aside from being a beautiful singer-songwriter, she's also a trash person and one of my best friends. And she's here today.
Yay! Fake cheers.
Fake cheers.
Distancing. Can we do our buttons?
There we go. Cheers. We are doing today a video that was requested by Donna on Twitter, who said to me, she threatened me, she said if I didn't make a video trashing rom-coms, she would unsubscribe. Something important to know about me. I'm incredibly defensive about movies I like. More so than books. It's weird, like, I like books more than movies, but if I love a book and like talk to someone who didn't like that book, I'm like, that's cool, that's interesting, people have different tastes, whatever. Sure. If I talk to someone who doesn't like a movie that I like, I feel like they're personally stabbing me in the face. I think because books I only read once, whereas movies you watch over and over.
Well, I
and
think
like,
especially
it's part of your identity.
Especially if you're like our kind of movie level, because I'm very basic with my movie taste.
Same.
So like I find the ones that I like, and
I just watch it again.
This is why Disney Plus has been a dream.
Yes, I love
because
Disney Plus.
Honestly, it's been Frozen 2 for about 2 months. So
great.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that maybe there'll be some drama caused.
Yeah.
We'll have like a real Housewives
I can't
kind of
handle
moment.
people. So
throw your drink on my face.
oh my god, I will. Like, so the movie I wanted to start with, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Ugh.
I think this is the worst film ever made. Like just absolute shit. I don't know where to start with it.
I think let's start with Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I'm sure, lovely people in real life.
Sure, yeah.
Intensely irritating. Especially their characters.
Yeah.
He's got that like cocky vibe that I pretend to hate but probably would try and get with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they lure me in, sure.
The thing that I most hate about the premise of the movie...
Because you've seen this more recently than
I saw this like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
The premise of the movie is sexist, sure. The idea is Kate Hudson is supposed to be writing an article called How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, where she's going to date a guy and lose a guy, but only using common mistakes women make. So, like, putting aside how sexist that is, common mistakes women make, like, for example, buying him a love fern. I've never met any woman who's done that.
Have you ever bought Archie a love fern?
Never in my life. On, like, their second date, she comes over and she brings a pink fluffy Lou cover and she, like, covers
it's when they, like, move it. She's, like, moving her stuff in. She, like, moves her stuff in. She invades his poker night and brings them... Oh, that's the worst
sandwiches
bit!
And
I hate
she
that
buys
bit.
him a dog. And I'm like, this is not... Even if you were one of the women reading that magazine, trying to learn what am I doing wrong in relationships, you'd read it and be like, okay, well, I've never bought him a fucking dog.
Right.
I've never painted his bathroom pink.
Red flag behaviour.
Like, I haven't done that. All I did was text him twice in a row. This article is unhelpful to me.
Honestly, yeah. Because in this one also, I feel bad for... Is it Catherine Hahn? Is she in that film? Because I love her.
I love her.
She, like, her character's great because she plays, like, the sad loser.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But... I'm like, right, sure, she's a bit keen, because the whole premise of the film is that it starts off that
her being a bit keen,
she's all sad because this guy dumped her because he called him too many times, and I'm like, hun, you just care, like, showing you care to someone's not a thing.
Yeah.
This fucking girl, who, by the way, sorry, the dress at the end, shit. Anyway.
No, I think the dress is beautiful.
You're wrong.
The yellow dress.
Stupid.
Talking of clothes, we haven't commented on the fact we're wearing matching clothes. Matching clothes. Continue.
Her behaviour, this is maybe me reading too much into it, but her behaviour that basically instigated the whole premise of the article wasn't actually that bad. Like, this happens, I find this happens a lot. It happened to me when I was single, all friends that are single. It's a very common tale of women who go on dates with guys who pretend that they're interested. Yeah. You get sucked in, and then you're like, right, this is like a thing, and then it becomes not a thing because
and it's their fault for lying.
It's not her fault. And then she ends up getting with the guy anyway. So
so she fucking smashed it. Also, she's writing this article, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but at the same time, what's really interesting is that he is trying to win a bet to make someone fall in love with him.
Why is there always a bet with men?
There's always a bet.
There's always a bet.
So that's why he would leave at the beginning from her being weird, but he doesn't leave because he's trying to make the relationship work. So they both find out on the same night about each other's thing.
Oh, don't get me started on the unprofessionalism of that whole dinner.
The karaoke scene is in the middle of this like work event. It's awful.
Ugh.
But at the same time, they're both then equally mad at each other, which I get. They both lied to each other. Fine, but
great start to a relationship.
They were not great start to a
Top
relationship.
tip.
They were not equal offences. So
No.
her offence is that she acted like the worst version of herself, and the worst case scenario is that the guy would be like, I'm not interested in that, and would leave.
Yeah.
No one's hurt, she just embarrassed herself.
Yeah.
Whereas his bet was to make a woman fall in love with him, literally be in love
Is that
with
the
him.
bet?
Yeah. And then be like, lol, it was a bet. That is like genuinely playing with people's hearts and emotions.
That's not nice.
And the movie's just like, those are equally bad. They're not equally bad. Men are worse.
Always.
And this particular man is much worse.
Yeah.
By the way, like, she's kind of my idol at the beginning. Because she's like, oh, all I have to do is write an article about how to lose a guy in 10 days. All I have to do is, like, go out and like, get some guy.
I love the confidence of that.
That's
because
the thing.
If that was me, I'd have walked up, tripped over, probably been sick on his shoes or something, and then be like, bye-bye.
Yeah, and not knowing what to
See
say.
ya.
She leaves, and she blows him a kiss, and she goes, I'm going to make you wish you were dead. And, like, I didn't know she was talking to me in that scene, but she was talking to me. Because for the rest of that movie, I wished I had never been born.
But did you finish it?
I did finish it.
Yeah.
Okay, moving one down.
Moving on down.
What movie would you like to bring to the table?
I mentioned this to you earlier.
Yeah.
I think when we were sort of discussing this. And I hate to say it, yeah, but I've got a bit of beef with Bridget Jones.
Okay, so tell me. I love Bridget Jones.
Right, I also love Bridget Jones.
Okay, that's fine then.
Well, number one, there's the whole thing about the fact that she's like this fat thing, and she's like 9 stone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my thigh weighs more
as well.
than you. And then she's like 800 calories, and I'm like, that would kill you. Sure.
Very
That's
unhealthy.
very unhealthy.
Are you
thing to do,
okay?
Bridge, sure. And also, her friends are kind of shit.
Her friends are great.
Her friends are kind of shit, but I see a massive parallel almost in our friendship from their friendship.
Which one are you, and which one am I?
I think I'm Shazza.
Do you? Okay.
I think I've been told I'm Shazza
I think I'm
before.
Tom.
Yeah, you are. Without a doubt.
You know who we do fit perfectly was when we figured out with Mamma Mia, we all fit perfectly.
We did.
So our friend Anna, who has also been on this channel before, I will link to the best video ever with the three of us in it where we're really drunk.
So drunk.
Ellen's Donna, because she's like
dungaree.
a singer-songwriter, she's wearing dungarees, she's beautiful,
I have
she's
a father
got
by potentially
a lot of,
3 children.
You know, she's very sad
Men.
and she's having a time. And then
I'm not sad.
I'm
cool.
Tanya.
You are. Oh, you're definitely Tanya.
Be still my beating vagina.
Yeah, that was your
Anna
mother.
Is
no.
Rosie.
Anna
who's
is
like
Rosie.
getting us in line.
And also can cook and stuff.
And can cook and stuff. Like, is the only one who actually like could be a functioning human in the real world.
She's the best of all of us.
Yeah. So there you go. That's good. Go watch that video.
Chink.
Cheers again.
Hurrah.
I'm gonna have a look because I asked you guys to send in your thoughts.
I'm like nervous. I hope there's one in there about Bridget Jones. Okay, what?
Okay, the number one is The Notebook, which I'm not even responding to because The Notebook is a perfect movie. It's an A-star movie.
This is the thing. Here's my thing with The Notebook, okay? And you might agree with this. You know that podcast, Bad Feminist?
Yeah.
They have that thing that's like, I'm a feminist, but.
Yeah, I love it.
And I feel like often my thought response is like...
I'm a feminist, but...
I'm a feminist, but I want Noah Calhoun to swing off a fucking Ferris wheel and ask me on a
but
date.
it's sexy.
It's hot,
Yeah.
guys. I want to swing into a summer lake in some southern state that's hopefully more progressive by now.
Yeah.
And I
want to be a bird if he's
I want
a
to
bird.
be a bird if he's a bird with a headscarf on. Like, truly. And then I want to run off with sexy James Marsden, have him fall in love with me, but then eventually...
He's also sexy.
Have a man build a house for me.
Yeah.
I have yet to have a man build a house.
When I wrote my Taylor Swift musical when I was 16, it was the story of The Notebook, but set to Taylor Swift songs.
How old were you when you did this?
16 years old. 16 to 17 to 18.
So
like, grown up.
Many friends.
Yeah. I did have friends. I did.
That sounds like someone...
I did have friends. I'm telling you now.
I'm very popular. Did you get your friends to sing it?
No, it's a secret. That's why I had friends, because I kept it secret.
Right, oh, I see.
They wouldn't have liked me. Jesus.
Right, I see.
The next one is Twilight.
I've actually... Do you know what? I've never seen or read a Twilight book.
I didn't know this about you.
Never, ever, ever seen one.
I did not know that about you.
Never seen it.
They're not...
And don't care for it.
good. We can move on. That's it, really. They're not good. Did you watch the movie Isn't It Romantic with Rebel Wilson? Because it was really bad. Someone put that and it was really bad.
No, I watched How to Be Single with Dakota Johnson.
Love her. Oh, she's so cool.
I'd like to be that cool. She looks so much better.
She actually,
than
like,
us
50 Shades is a terrible franchise, and I watched the first
but
movie
also,
at cinema.
I like that
she was in it.
I like that she also hates it.
Yeah, and also
they
she
both
made
hate
it good. Like, I read all 3 books, which is embarrassing, but that's a skim past it I did. And then I watched the first movie, and I was like, this character is a lot better than she was in the book.
And also, she's got super cool family ties.
Yes.
Who's her grandma?
Melanie Griffiths.
Griffiths is her mum, and then her grandma is like...
Melanie Griffiths' mum.
I've just typed in Dakota Johnson. That's what I've typed in. How am I alive? Okay.
Was she in Isn't It Romantic? Why were we talking about her?
Because
Is she in this movie?
No. Tippi Hedren's her mum. Tippi Hedren's the one from Birds, Alfred Hitchcock Birds.
Yeah. See, she's so cool.
Linked.
Okay.
No, I was saying that she is in How to Be Single, which is actually very good.
How to Be Single is good. Okay, someone put She's the Man, and they are wrong.
How dare you?
Wrong.
How dare you? How dare you?
Work of
Oh
genius.
my god.
It's so good. Let's talk about everything that's good about that
My
movie.
level, I'm so angry.
Amanda, what's her name?
You need to block whoever this is.
I'm going to. I'm so sorry. Whoever you are, your name is Kit, and I'm sure you're nice, but you're out.
If you're out there and you need some help, because you don't understand why She's the Man is potentially one of the best films of all time. We're here for you. Contact me.
Yeah.
I'll let Emma give you my number. Like, I actually don't care. I probably watched She's the Man when I was in year 12 of school. I was like 17. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We did Twelfth Night by Shakespeare as our A-level thing. She's the Man is based on Twelfth Night. So, obviously, because of logic, I was like watching She's the Man every night for 2 months, counts as division. Did I pass the exam? Yes, I did.
Yes, so, because She's the Man is that good.
It is. I think it's one of my... It's in my top 10 films.
Amanda... Bynes.
It's in my top 10 films.
Is great.
Early Channing Tatum.
Yes, very
Sticks
early.
a
Like,
tampon
first
up his
thing I've
nose.
seen. Yeah. The line, what's your favourite cheese? My favourite's Gouda. Very strong.
So many lines.
The line where Monique goes, girls with asses like mine don't talk to boys with faces like yours. Also iconic.
Iconic.
It's a lot of iconic lines.
Although it's Shakespeare, and it's technically not like a femo film in the way that like Legally Blonde is, because that's like A star tier.
Yeah, 100%.
That's almost out of rom-com level and
Like,
into like drama.
Yeah.
That should have been on.
It's like literary fiction in a movie.
Yeah. I think She's the Man is a great femo film, actually, to be honest. It is. If you haven't understood why it's good, you need to go back and rewatch it. Yeah. Because here's the thing, I feel that with a lot of rom-coms, you've got to go into it with the fact that it's like gonna be a bit shit.
Yeah.
Like you've got to lean in. You've got to lean in, because if you don't,
how many other directions can you lean in?
Lean in. I can go that way.
She's so talented.
You don't want to do that because you're leaning out. You've got to. Yeah. How many ways?
This is why I made friends with her. I met her at university and was like, wow.
I went, Emma, do you want to be my friend? That's what I said. And she went, no. No, I
learnt the fuck out away. And she followed me and now she's here.
Just hung around.
And I thought, you know what, that's fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
The next movie in this is also very offensive. It's also from the same person. Kit, I'm so sorry, but we have different opinions.
Oh my god.
She has criticised
I'm nervous.
The Masterpiece. I don't know if you've seen this movie.
Or I also might agree with her. So
not everyone has seen this movie, but I loved it. John Tucker Must Die.
Oh, come on.
It's so good.
Great film.
So good.
You've got to take John Tucker Must Die with the pinch of salt that it's intended for.
But also give it an Oscar.
Also, for what?
For
everything.
Acting, script, direction, costume. What else is there?
I can't.
Soundtrack.
Kit, here's where I'll agree with you. It's not as good as She's the Man. I'd give it like a 6.5.
I'd give it like an 8.5.
Would you?
But I give everything like an 8.5.
Here's the thing. Think about all the films, rom-coms specifically, that you're putting in the 8 and above category. For me, John Tucker Must Die doesn't reach it.
Okay, fine. It's like a 7.
Sure. I've actually never seen Knocked Up.
I've seen it.
I think I've just been like, because I've seen stuff about it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's not my favourite. I don't like that kind of thing. I don't like the Hangover.
Laddie.
Male crude movies I don't like.
But that's the thing.
Female crude movies I love.
But that's the thing. People will say they love The Hangover, but they don't love Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Hangover 1, good. Hangover 2, worse, but alright. Hangover 3, honestly, not even worth your time watching. The rom-com as a genre is slagged off a lot, and I don't like it because I genuinely think that it's because it's a female interest genre, and it's the same as like the whole Taylor Swift argument of like Taylor Swift writes about her feelings and you can have your own personal opinions on the music.
If you don't like
and that's
Taylor
fine.
Swift, you are sexist, full stop. There is no other way around.
If you don't like Taylor Swift and you like Ed Sheeran, that means that you hate women.
Yeah.
That's basically what it means.
If you like Ed Sheeran at all, you hate humans.
Get off this channel.
I hate Ed Sheeran.
You're blocked. But yeah, it is that whole thing of like, I think just because it is a female-led film, they are a bit off-put by it. But then you have something like The Hangover that everyone rimmed for so long. And
it's not
I'm the first to admit, like, did I watch it? George Foreman? No? What's he called? Boxer man. George, what the fuck is he called? Mike Tyson.
George Foreman grill.
George Foreman was a boxer.
Really like
he
him,
was a boxer, but he has a grill. Mike Tyson hasn't got a grill to my knowledge. But Mike Tyson's in it. I don't know why I brought that up, but they're in it. And like, it's funny. It's funny. But like, it has its place.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, who's Bradley Cooper? Has he done anything good that wasn't being in the Hangover franchise?
I mean, what I will say, one.
Don't say that movie.
No, I will not. No.
We went to see A Star Is Born.
Emma's the worst because she hated it.
Ellen really liked it, and I like every muscle in my body wanted to leave.
Well, that's because it physically fits my aesthetic of like, it's people like singing songs and writing songs, and like, wow.
I love people singing songs and writing songs.
No, you don't.
Just not this one.
You're the worst. But I was going to talk about Marvel.
Okay.
Because I've restarted watching Marvel.
I'm into Marvel now.
So me and my boyfriend have restarted watching Marvel.
I'm one of the guys.
Because we actually sort of did. We're like cool girls. We can like drink a beer and have a hoagie.
And like eat a hamburger.
Sports. Anyway, so we started watching Marvel from the start to finish because he loves the fucking Marvel films.
Yeah.
I simply could not give less of a shit about superheroes. We started watching Endgame and my life was changed. So we started watching from the start, and we watched Guardians of the Galaxy not too long ago. I think you'd fucking love it because it's Chris Pratt.
I don't like Chris Pratt. He's like very Christian and he likes guns.
Oh no, I like Chris Pratt purely because of Parks and Rec.
Oh, I like.
I feel like I can't dislike him.
You know what? There's going to be some building work, and we're going to deal with it.
You have to push through it.
Yeah.
Why did I bring this up?
I'm not sure.
Bradley Cooper. So Bradley Cooper's in that film. Bradley Cooper plays Rocket Raccoon in it.
Is that a name?
It is, mate. Giblets.
Do you like La La Land?
Yes.
Should
we talk about La La Land?
La La Land.
Is that a rom-com?
People fucking hate that movie. Do you think she looks like Emma Stone and I look like Ryan Gosling?
Oh my God.
I mean, I do understand the criticism of that movie.
What's the criticism?
Ryan Gosling in that movie is a white guy who saves jazz.
Oh, sure.
From John Legend. So he's like,
I love him.
The black people are ruining jazz. I better come and save it. All of those criticisms are incredibly valid, but as a like fun feel-good movie, I love it.
I mean, it's not a fun feel-good movie. Like,
you know what? I thought it was. I think I read it wrong because I kept recommending it to people to go and watch it, and everyone who went and watched it came back and was like, I cried. And I was like, I didn't cry, I thought it was a fun movie.
No, what's wrong with you?
While the plane's going, I'll get another bottle of prosecco.
I thank God I'm alive. What film's that from?
It's obviously from 10 Things I Hate About You.
I don't know the words.
10 Things I Hate About You is the best movie ever written.
Although the speech makes me cringe.
Yeah, the speech
at the end makes me cringe a bit.
But the end of movies is never the best part. The end of movies is always the big romantic speech part.
Well, yeah, that's the best bit.
No, I don't like it.
Of rom-coms.
Don't like it.
You're a fucking liar.
Don't like it. Are you... What did you say? Was that a bean? The Proposal is okay. So
right, do you know what?
The Proposal is bad.
You're a fucking liar.
I think it's fine.
No.
It's fine.
No.
I love Sandra Bullock. Oh, yeah!
The Proposal, I genuinely think for between 2 to 3 months, I probably watch like 3 times a week. Like, I love The Proposal. Okay. And here's why. It's Sandra Bullock, who's
great.
But
not all of her movies are great, because 2 Weeks Notice was terrible.
I feel like when you're looking at someone that has brought us Miss Congeniality, which is the American Bridget Jones, essentially.
Yeah.
I love Ryan Reynolds. It's so basic of me, but I love Ryan Reynolds very much. Maybe it's Betty White singing to the window to the walls. Does she sing that?
Yeah. That scene is the bit that I don't like, though. So we talked for so long that my battery died.
We just love a rom-com.
We love a rom-com. Do you remember where we had got to?
No.
Me neither. Okay, let me open up this list again. We were talking about Never Being Kissed.
Oh my god.
I hate that movie.
I have recently seen this film in the sense that I've seen it in the last 3 years, but I feel like the trauma stays with you. Do you know?
It's terrible.
I'm watching it when I was younger and being like, wow, this is every girl's dream.
Great,
every girl's dream. And then
but she literally, like,
it's
okay,
fucking
so
weird.
she's actually of age, that's fine, but the teacher doesn't know she's of age.
It's just icky.
And then he gets mad at her for lying, but no one ever gets mad at him for the fact that he thought she was a high school student and he wanted to kiss her.
And it's all those like stolen moments, like the bit on the is there a Ferris wheel involved? And at one point isn't he like, if you weren't my student? There's that kind of conversation implied.
It's disgusting.
Gross. He's a sexy little teacher.
He plays Richard's son in Friends.
He does. That is so true.
And he plays. I saw him in. So I did Italian at school, and we watched an Italian movie. He's actually an Italian actor, I think, and he was like fully speaking Italian in this movie I watched. He's like a sexy man.
He's a very sexy man.
In this particular movie, he's a predator. As we wrap this video to a close, 3 hours later.
Hold on, before you do that, are there any more rom-coms that on
here's
the
the
list?
final one. If you want part 2, comment below, but here's what I'm going to finish with. My best friend's wedding. Why do you not like this movie? Because this movie is one of the best movies that has not just one of the best movies I've seen.
Just a lie.
It's one of the best movies that has ever been made.
Number one, I just think maybe it's a personality thing. I didn't vibe with it. But I remember...
you are Julia Roberts.
In what respect?
You have red hair.
I have red hair.
I think you enjoy a movie as much as the people you're with enjoy it.
Sure.
If you watch that movie with me, I think you'd enjoy it more.
I'm happy to set the challenge. I'm happy to set the challenge up. I just found it frustrating. If you are someone's best friend, in the way that you describe them to be, you want them to be happy. So if this decision that they're making means that they're going to be happy and you're going to be sad, if you truly love them, that is what you're going to let them do.
I don't think I felt that way about anyone.
That's because you're the worst.
I think that I love people, but my happiness still comes first. If I want to be with you, I'm going to be with you.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below if you want us to talk about all the other movies in the world, because there's so many more.
I've just got so many thoughts and feelings.
There's so many thoughts and feelings. I haven't even punched you.
Do you want to do a fake punch?
Okay.
Let's do a slap. 1, 2, 3, go. That was
Was that good?
Do it again. One more time. 1, 2, 3, go. Ow!
Was that good? Do it
Ow,
again.
you stole my best friend at my wedding.
One more time.
1, 2, 3.
I think that was good.
Ah! I can't believe you stole my best friend at his wedding.
There you go. I think that was good.
Rom-com.
This is Ellen Barrow. Go and listen to her music. She's beautiful. I'll link it in the thing below. It's really nice. This is me. I'm Emma. You already know me because you're here.
She's trash.
That's the end. Okay, bye.
Bye.